Hello, good evening everyone. I hope you are doing well. Can you please confirm if I'm audible or not? Is my voice clear to all of you? Yes, so it's clear. So without wasting any time, let us begin with the session. So hello everyone, welcome to another session of Perspective 360 degree where we do current affair based answer writing practice in a detailed and structured manner. So if you are an aspirant preparing for exams like RBI, NABARD, IRDAI, etc., then this session is definitely going to help you with descriptive paper of phase 2. So if you talk about today's session, you must have seen it in the thumbnail also that today we are going to talk about this. I'm sorry for this error. Yes, so today we are going to talk about this NPS Vatsalya scheme, which provides long-term financial security for the minors. And today we are going to see the different features that are there with respect to this scheme and the different benefits that it provides. And as you would be knowing that we are going to do it in a question answer format because basically we are going to target the descriptive paper as far as this scheme is concerned. Now, looking at the news articles in which you can easily see that this NPS scheme was launched as a past part of the budget. It was announced as a part of the budget, and very recently the finance minister also launched this scheme. Fine, and there were different news articles that were there for it, and that is the reason why we are covering it today. Apart from that, if you see the syllabus, in the syllabus this topic pension has been very specifically mentioned in the IRDAI syllabus, and this gives us a strong reason to cover this scheme. Now, if you're new to this Perspective 360 degree initiative, let me tell you that here firstly we give you an expected question, and then we are going to discuss the expected question as a part of this session. And once this session is done, you have to write the answer of the expected question in the comment box. That will be evaluated by our team within 48 hours. Fine. So today is Wednesday, so you have to submit your answer before Friday 5 p.m. if you want it to get evaluated by our team in the comment box, and this whole initiative is free of cost. So I hope the key idea is clear to you. Now let us go through the expected question for today, which is very much simple and straightforward. Discuss the key features and benefits of NPS Vatsalya scheme. So let us see what this Vatsalya scheme is all about. But before that, those of you who are attending this session for the first time, this is the blueprint that you need to follow while writing your answer in the comment box and also in the examination, where you will divide your answer into introduction, the body, and the conclusion. The introduction, that I always say, should be around 10 to 12% of the total word limit, and the same rule applies to the conclusion also. Lastly, we have this body part where you will dedicate rest of the word limit, and you will try to write your body in the form of different headings and subheadings. Apart from that, since this IRDA exam, you can use pen and paper for the exam, so you have all liberty, you have all flexibility to draw flowcharts also, which are going to be very helpful as far as the content organization in the paper is concerned. Fine. So that is the idea, and I hope it is clear to you. Now let us move on to the first part of the answer, which is basically the introduction part regarding this question of features and benefits of NPS Vatsalya scheme. So what is NPS Vatsalya scheme? Basically, it is a type of initiative that has been launched by the government to provide long-term financial security to the minors. So let us see what it is and what can we write as a part of our introduction, and then we will move on to the body part where we will see the important features with respect to this scheme. Fine. So NPS Vatsalya is a new initiative under the National Pension System introduced in the Union Budget 2024 to 25. It is specifically designed to promote what? As I told you, to promote the long-term financial security for minors. Minors basically means less than 18 years. So that is the idea, so that we can promote the financial security among the child or among the children of this age group, and that is why this scheme has been launched. So what does it do? By allowing parents and guardians to invest in pension accounts on behalf of their children, because of course he's a minor, he's under 18, so the responsibility with respect to this scheme lies with the guardian or the parents. So what the parents are going to do? Parents are going to contribute to this pension scheme on the behalf of their child, and after that, when the child will cross the age of 18 years, then he will get all liberty, all kind of independence, the way he want to continue this scheme in the future. But till the time of 18, the guardian is going to take care about all the responsibilities with respect to this Vatsalya scheme. So let us go to the next point. So this scheme is launched by whom? It is launched by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, and it is managed by PFRDA, which is Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. So this is something that you can write as a part of your introduction, and I would encourage you that you should write your introduction in your own words so that you become better day by day. So this is the idea behind introduction. Now let us move on to the next part, which is basically the key features of NPS Vatsalya scheme. So the first feature is regarding the eligibility criteria. When we talk about the eligibility criteria, so all the Indian citizens, they are eligible to be a part of this scheme, but the only factor is with respect to the age, that is the age should be below 18 years. So then only they will be eligible. And as I told you that the parents or the legal guardians, what they have to do, they have to operate the account of these minors on their behalf. Fine. And this minor is going to be the sole beneficiary. Just because parents or the guardians, they are contributing on the behalf of the minor, that does not guarantee this parents or this guardians as the beneficiary of this scheme. The beneficiary will be the minor only. When this minor will cross this 18-year-old bracket, then he will get more independence, and he will get he will get transition with respect to this scheme. But till the 18 years, the parents are going to see that. After that, regarding the minimum and maximum contribution, so if you talk about the minimum contribution, it is very low. It is basically 1000 rupees per annum. Fine. So the minimum contribution is 1000 rupees per annum. And why the minimum contribution is so low? So that the parents and guardians from all economic backgrounds, they can come and they can participate as a part of this scheme. Apart from that, what is the maximum contribution? There is no upper limit with respect to the maximum contribution in this scheme. And why is it so? So that the beneficiary, it is beneficial for those parents who are looking to accumulate a sizable fund for children's future expenses. Those who want to dedicate more funding with respect to this scheme, they can also take the benefit. So it caters a demand of different type of people who come from different diverse backgrounds, diverse economic backgrounds. That is why you can see the minimum and the maximum contribution. Now regarding the contributors to the scheme, who are going to be the contributors? I have already told you that the contributors are basically the parents or the legal guardians who are going to contribute to this scheme on the behalf of the minor, and this is going to ensure that parents can directly manage their child's long-term financial planning until the child becomes an adult. Fine. And when he will become adult, what is going to happen? He is going to independently, he is going to take control of the account. Fine. Now the next point is regarding transition after the age 18. This is also we have discussed that how after the age of 18, what is going to happen. Upon reaching the age of 18, the minor's NPS Vatsalya account is going to get automatically transitioned into standard NPS account. Under the standard NPS account, it is basically standard NPS tier 1 account. I hope you know about this tier 1 account under the NPS. So it is going to get converted into standard NPS account, and then this is going to allow the individual to manage their fund as an adult. Fine. And that is how he can get this habit of savings, and can eventually it is going to help in long run in order to promote the long term financial stability. Fine. The next is regarding the investment options. So under this scheme, subscribers have the flexibility to choose from various investment options, which includes the government securities, corporate debt, equity. So based on the risk appetite, whatever risk assessment that they can go through, so based on that they can choose a different type of diverse investments as a part of this scheme. Fine. The next is another important provision, I would say a very unique criteria that is there with respect to this scheme, is regarding the partial withdrawals. Now the thing about partial withdrawal is that this scheme has a lock-in period of 3 years. Now let us say there is a child, and this child is of 14-year-old. Fine, he is a 14-year-old child. Now let us say his parents, what they have done, they have opted for this NPS Vatsalya scheme. Now what these parents can do, suppose at the age of 14, his parents opened his Vatsalya account. Now there will be a lock-in period of 3 years. It means 14 to 15, 15 to 16 and 16 to 17. So up till 3 years, what is going to happen? The parents of this child, they cannot withdraw the money from this NPS Vatsalya account. But Once the 3 years have crossed, what can happen? Now they can withdraw this money that is there, that they have deposited in the NPS Vatsalya scheme. Let us say that age of the child is 10-year-old only, so it is going to be up till 13 years. Now when he will reach the 13 years, they can withdraw the money, but there is also a limit that is attached to that. The limit is that they can withdraw the money up to 3 times only. Fine. So up till the age of 18. Fine. So let us say that age of the child is 18. So till the time from age of 13 to 18, they can withdraw the money 3 times only. So that is the idea that is there with respect to the partial funds, and why this money should be withdrawn. This money should be withdrawn. For example, the child is growing. So what the parents have to do? Parents have to invest in the education of the child, in the health of the child. And let us say there is a child who has gone through some sort of disability. So parents at some point of time, they might have to withdraw some amount of money. So this is the flexibility that have been given as a part of this NPS Vatsalya scheme, that there is a lock-in period of 3 years, and after the 3 years, what they can do? They can withdraw the money, but up to 3 times only. Fine. So that is the idea. Now the next point is regarding the exit provisions. So the thing about exit provision is that upon it attaining this 18 years age, so when the child will become 18-year-old, what is going to happen? There can be two type of scenarios. There are two type of separations that have been made as a part of this scheme. The first thing is that if the accumulated corpus is rupees 2.5 lakh or more. Fine, that is the first thing. The second thing is that if the corpus is less than 2.5 lakh. Now, if the accumulated corpus that has been accumulated as a part of the fund through the contribution, if it is more than 2.5 lakh, then what is going to happen? The 80% of the total fund is going to be utilized to purchase an annuity, that is for the pension, whereas the rest of the 20% that can be withdrawn as the lump sum amount. But on the other side, if the corpus is less than 2.5 lakh, then what is going to happen? The entire amount can be withdrawn as a lump sum amount. So this is something that has been promoted as a part of it. And in another scenario, if the child passes away, if there is a case of death with respect to the minor, then what is going to happen? The entire corpus is returned to the guardian. Fine. So that is the idea. These are the different features with respect to this NPS Vatsalya scheme. Now let us talk about the benefits of Vatsalya scheme. Very easy to understand because we are already aware about the features of this scheme. So the benefits are early financial security, because it enables the early savings for a child's future, and that is going to create a strong financial foundation. This is a very simple and a basic point. The next is the compounding growth. Again, a very simple point, because you are going to contribute as a part of the scheme for a long period of time, for a sustained period of time. That is eventually going to add interest over a time and is going to compound the growth with respect to the returns. Then there is also flexibility with respect to the contribution. The flexibility is that the minimum contribution is very, very low. It is rupees 1000 rupees per annum. And if you talk about the maximum contribution, there is no upper limit. So you can see that those individuals who come from the poor and the low economic background, they can also easily participate as a part of the scheme, whereas those individuals who want to contribute at a higher level, they want to contribute a sizable amount, they can also be a part of this scheme. Then the diverse investment options are also there. You can invest in the government securities, corporate debt, all such type of things based on the risk appetite. Then the partial withdrawal feature is there, which is another benefit, and that is going to help the parents to withdraw up to 25% of the funds of after 3 years of the for education, medical expenses, or all such things. Lastly, the automatic transition to the adult account. Fine. So these are the different benefits that are attached with respect to the Vatsalya scheme. Now the last part is regarding the NPS Vatsalya scheme, regarding the conclusion. So in the conclusion, you can write like NPS Vatsalya scheme is a forward-looking initiative that fosters financial discipline and security for the next generation from an early age. With its flexible contribution, diverse investment option, and structured withdrawal provisions, it not only builds a robust financial foundation for minors but also empowers them with a seamless transition to adult financial independence. So this is something that you can summarize as a part of the conclusion. You can give some kind of futuristic form of conclusion with respect to the scope of this scheme, and I hope it is pretty much clear to all of you. Now this is the question, the answer of which you have to write in the comment box, and if you want it to get evaluated, you have to post your answer within 48 hours. Fine. That is before Friday 5 p.m. So these are the EduTap blogs where you can read different kind of informative articles for different type of competitive exams that are going to eventually help you in your preparation. Fine. So that is it from my side. But let me see the chat box. Akansha is saying, "Sir, all over good attempts, IRDAI prelims." Yeah, Akansha, we are going to bring the analysis very soon. We are going to upload a video regarding the analysis with respect to IRDAI prelims. Do not worry about it. We are going to do that. Fine. So I haven't talked to students yet, but we will let you know. So that is it. So thank you so much and all the best.